On some of my recent videos about Claude Code, I saw a lot of comments about pricing. And it seems there's quite a confusion about pricing, although it's easier than you think. So that's why I'm making this video to show you exactly how pricing in Claude works. Let's dive into this. Here we are on Claude's pricing page, and we have these standard pricing. So people worried about how can you control costs. Well, you go for one of these plans, then you have complete control over your costs. You have this limit, you pay $17 per month if you go for the yearly plan. It is $20 if you go for the monthly plan. And this is the Pro plan. And for most users, this is more than enough. And in my opinion, $20 per month is mind-blowing for what you get out of this, especially if it is doing work that actual other humans in your team would do. Imagine the time and money it's saving if the team can finally focus on the things that matter, and AI does the job for you of all the friction work and the administrative work. So here, the Pro plan, okay? You can start for free. You can start using it for free. The things that I showed you in the videos, it is just giving you access to chat. If you don't know what this is, check out my Foundations video where I explained all the different parts of Claude. But what you really want to get access to is Claude Code and Cowork to really take the most out of Claude. So you need to get at least the $20 per month plan. And this also gives you access to Claude and Excel and other things too. So if you're just getting started, this is what you can use to start with. It's $20 investment. You can see if it is for you, if you see the return of investment. And then you very quickly will realize if you're hitting a ceiling on a daily basis or not. So how does this work? Well, it gives you a specific amount of tokens, which is essentially the back and forth conversation that you have with your AI. And once you hit this ceiling, there's a daily limit. So it resets after 24 hours. But there's also a weekly limit. So if you always hit the ceiling every day, you will fill up this weekly limit too. So you might end up that you need to wait 3 days or something before you can start using it again. The way out would be to upgrade to a max plan. I'm using the 20 times more usage, which costs then $200 per month. But I'm coding. I'm doing a lot more things. I run a whole AI team working for me 24/7. Many things that I'm using with this that is just impossible to use the Pro plan. But the things that I shared with you, like organizing my documents and the scanned documents and things like that, get started with the Pro plan. You also see that you get early access to advanced Claude features and also a PowerPoint thing. Ignore it. Get started with this. It's $20. I'm pretty sure you're using productivity tools that cost more per month. And it's a real danger for all these tools, because if you know how to use Claude, it replaces so many tools. In fact, for me, I'm saving over $1,000 per month that I was spending on other different specific productivity tools that I rebuilt with Claude Code now, that are now specific for my business and work much more streamlined than other tools that try to serve everybody. But obviously, that's not for everyone. Not everybody wants to build their own tools. And that's where, if you're just looking for how to improve your productivity and your efficiency at work, this is the way to start with. And then there is the thing where people get confused, that they see these horror videos and you know, I spent thousands of dollars on Claude per month and I was shocked with the bill that I received. That's what you have in the API. So API, this is where you can connect Claude with other tools. openClaw, for example. You probably heard about this personal assistant. You are not allowed to run openClaw with these individual plans, and it can get your account banned. If you want to use something like openClaw with it, you need to use the API that directly connects to Claude, and then you pay per token. I was using openClaw, I installed all this, and I can tell you, running Opus 4.6 with something like openClaw and just sending a few Telegram messages to it cost me $50 in just 30 minutes. So you can imagine how quickly this scales. Well, you can limit this and it caps then. So Claude gives you full control, but ignore this. If you're a normal professional, you're not into coding, you don't want to have the direct connection, this is it. And that's why tools like Heptabase and other tools that allow you to provide the API of your coding tool, of your AI tool, this is the danger, because now you pay on top of using their tool with your own tool, as you're not allowed to use these tools on these individual plans like we have here. So again, to my recommendation, if you get started, always start with the Pro plan, see how it works. get a feeling of it. I'm pretty sure most of you will immediately see the potential and how much time it's saving, that you realize that $100 per month is a joke on if you compare it to the time that you can save and the time that you can invest to get to onboard a new, to get on new opportunities, to have an additional client per week. All these things that bring back real money compared to all the administrative work stuff that you're doing on a daily basis. If you want to dive deeper on what Claude is and how you can use it at work to scale your business, I made a foundations video, or if you want to see how you can build your personal assistant using Claude Cowork, there's another video for you too. I see you in the next one.